All right, I guess a new video series with, well, in regards to painting the car. Might as well, why not? This time, instead of using my Sony camera, the A6700, which I've enjoyed, but I don't have all the lenses in the world. I'm gonna give this little action camera, the DJI Action 5, the limelight and the responsibility for recording everything involving this. And I think this is probably a better camera to do that anyway, since I'll probably need to wear the camera while I'm doing some of these things. But anyway, yeah, gonna paint the car, and I'm doing all the prep work inside my garage. This is the week of the winter storm that's hitting the southeast continental US. So I suspect I'll be home for a couple days. Today is Saturday, so I was able to work on the car today a little bit, and I thought to myself, well, might as well make a video. So I already did a few things, and I'll catch us up to speed real quick with what I've done, what I'm using, and who I've been getting things from. So the color I want to paint the car. Oof, this is tough. Hold on one second. All right, what color do I want to paint the car? My first thoughts was going to be Midnight Purple 3. That's what I wanted to do. It's not out just yet, but I've been heavily looking at color or that particular paint color from the spray source. So I bought their rattle can Midnight Purple 3, and I'll put some pictures up, and it looked amazing, but I did screw it up. I think I did not let the sealer set up, or I put too much sealer on there and it shrank, and anyway, I screwed it up. But when it was fresh, it looked amazing. I absolutely loved it. But my wife is kind of worried about that sitting in the driveway. So these are two of the Spray Source's other paint codes that I like. One is Phantom Blue, and the other one is Phantom Purple. The Phantom Blue you can definitely see. The purple is very hard to see, the purple in it. I'm waiting to see what it looks like in the daytime with some sunlight, because it just looks black. And that's kind of what I want. I want at night, I want the car to appear black, but during the day, I want it to have color to it. And man, both of these colors are sexy. This Phantom Purple is not a color shifting paint like the Midnight Purple 3, but it is sexy and it looks black. So yeah, both of these, and let's see if we can see them in different kind of light. Let's see. This is a fluorescent light. It's a different light here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to see. So yeah, I'm wanting to, I need to decide, and I'm wanting to paint it one of those three colors. I'm not sure. So what am I doing? Well, the car was painted with a single stage, and it has these fish eyes all over it. I wonder if I can get, let's see. I don't know if you can see. Ah, yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of the fish eyes. Like, where is one? You can kind of see you can see them popping there. So there's fish eyes all over it. So the plan is sand it down, prep it. I'm going to use epoxy sealer from the Spray Source. So I bought their Alpha line epoxy primer. So this is what I'm going to use on all of the areas that I burned through or had to do body work, right? So like here, that'll get shot. Obviously, this big whole section here is going to get epoxy primed. This, I'll run my finger. This was cut right along here, all up here and across here. And then you can kind of see it down here. I welded this. Turned out amazing, I think. We'll see once I paint it, if we can tell. There's a little bit of lip from the weld here, but this will be probably a little bit of Bondo and maybe some glazing putty. I almost think I can do it with glazing putty because it's so shallow right there. But anyway, that had to be addressed. The car, just the overall condition of the paint job, it was kind of, I don't want to say it was shit, but it was just coming undone. So this whole area I had to strip as well. The paint was just coming off. You can see kind of the layers here. So this was the single stage, this was the primer, this is the factory color, and that's probably factory primer, factory sealer, right? So that's kind of the deal here. Now these fenders are actually a different color. They're not even, they're not the original fenders. Well, maybe this one is, but let's see here. I discovered, hold on. Had to take the air hose off. Maybe I can show you the valve cover. It might show. This is actually gold. I don't know what the hell this is. Yeah, this might be gold, but you can see the paint's just flaking off. So the prep on this was shit. So that's why I want to take it all the way down to metal, but I can't really afford to do that. Don't want to do that. I just want to scuff it, hopefully get through this, get through that, down to this, and prep that for paint. So what's the plan? The plan is to do all the body work. Of course, the notorious roof here. I already did this. This I did a couple years ago. I just re-exposed it. I didn't have any bubbling for probably 4 or 5 years. This was actually my first bodywork job. This was, I shouldn't say 5 years. It was about 3 or 4 years old. No problems. And I just rattle canned that after I did this because I knew I was going to paint it later on. And yeah, it's held up fine. So sanding, what am I doing? So I am block sanding. I bought one of these 18-inch Ultra Flex blocks from Linear Blocks. Spray Source sells these. And just a note on that company, Tommy, the owner, has been incredibly responsive to me. He answers questions. He does a really good job. I told him, you know, I've never painted a car. Pretty much treat me like a baby. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old and tell me what I need to do. And he's been super patient with me and has really kind of held my hand and is going to help guide me through this whole process. I've painted RC cars. I've spray painted. You know, it's not the same, but kind of the technique is the same. I've airbrushed stuff a little bit here and there with my hobbies, but so I kind of have a basic understanding, but I'm not a painter. No, sir. No, I'm not a painter. But what did I get grit-wise? So I got 2 different grits. This is actually a sticky paper. So this paper has a little tack to it, and that sits on this. And what this does, for those that don't know, is when you block sand, you're exposing the low spots, right? So this was a low spot. That's a low spot. That's a low spot. And what does that do? That tells you where to bring the material up. That way, when you paint it, it doesn't look like a dent, right? So the overall objective is to get this, you know, smooth. I'm not going for like show car quality. Again, I'm not a painter, so my expectations are not high, but they're not super low either. I have little bit of confidence in myself, maybe more confidence than I should, maybe a dangerous amount of confidence, one might say. But when you block sand, what you do is you take this here. This is, so I'll say this also. One of the resources that I've used on YouTube is the Paint Society. That dude makes amazing good videos, and he's got a ton of them. And I've just learned a lot through watching his. So I want to say I have a YouTube University degree from the Paint Society right now with all the hours that I've put in on this. And that is really, you know, between that and Tommy's advice is really what is gonna go into this paint job. So anyway, this is guide coat, right? So I'll do it kind of over here because I haven't done this yet. I really should clean this fender up. You want to clean everything before you do it, but this is just a really fine powder, and you just rub this on, right? You rub that on, you take your linear block and you sand it, right? So what this block does is when you put the sandpaper on here, you can see a little bit of a gap, but this flex block, right? This flex block, what it does is it allows you to press down and conform the shape of this to this hood. And then you run it up and down, you cross hatch, you go this way, then you go this way. And that black powder sits in all the low spots, right? So the plan is to do that to the entire car with 180, after I epoxy prime this area here, right? I'll probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I'm gonna prime this with the epoxy primer and then come over it with some high build primer and try to get these two surfaces level with each other by block sanding it. And I'll do that with 180. So here's all the low spots here, right? So all these low spots, I'm gonna fill these guys in with glazing putty. If it was if it was thick for Bondo, they say, you know, don't do more than a 1/4 inch. None of this is a 1/4 inch. I don't think I have anything on here that's gonna be a 1/4 inch repair job. So everything is gonna be pretty much done with glazing putty. And after that, I'm going to seal the car, right? Well, not yet. So I block sanded everything with 180. I'm going to do the glazing putty, knock that down, and then I'm going to come back again and block sand the whole car again with 320, I think it is. Yeah, so I've got 2 rolls of 180 and 2 rolls of 320. This is OptiGrit. This is the Spray Sources brand, so, you know, just, I'm trying to stick with all their products because all the paints and stuff are formulated to work with each other. I don't want to mix brands and run the risk of having adhesion problems. So anyway, because Tommy's such a nice guy and he has the colors that I like, might as well just support him and try to do the best I can, right? So after I do that, after I do the 320, I'll probably hit it with the DA. So I have a small little interface pad on here. This is you know, Harbor Freight DA, and I'll probably hit it with the 320 as well. I might go up to 400, I don't know. But I'm not doing a metallic, so I don't need to go real high. I don't need to go to 600 or 800 or anything like that. I think the Midnight Purple 3 is like a pearl, actually, that is mixed in, or not mixed in, but that's sprayed over the base. So it should lay pretty flat. But anyway, yeah, after it's all done, after all the body work is done, I'm going to seal it, right? So the sealer will it'll actually flatten out. The sealer lays on like glass, apparently. Again, I've never done this before, so I'm learning and I'm just sharing this experience, and hopefully it's a good experience because paint is not cheap, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper when you're doing it yourself, that's for sure. That's the only way I could afford to do this. I could not afford to pay somebody to do this. So I do have ABS, so my car is M-Tech 2 body kit, and I've had this on here for some time. I've been driving it, which, you know, I've kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit because I've got little nicks like this that I'm going to have to address. The door pods have been pretty much unmolested. I haven't ran them. They're down here, so shouldn't have any issues with that. With the ABS, I'm going to have to use a gray scuff pad, and the gray scuff pad is going to remove any mold release agent that is on here. It'll probably just even clean up the bumper since I've been running it for a while. I'm not expecting perfection again. I just want to look clean, but there's, you know, it's got road dings and stuff like that. So it is what it is, right? This is not going to be a show car. This is just going to be a cool, fun car, Sunday fun day car. And yeah, I can't expect to knock it out of the park. So expectations, right? Mine are set pretty fairly, I think. So doesn't mean just do a shit job and use that as an excuse to not do anything, but you know, not put in the effort. I'm going to put in the effort, and I'm going to try to do it the best I can. So as far as the ABS bumpers, this is going to get adhesion promoter after I scuff it, clean it, scuff it, adhesion promoter, and that 800 grit scuff pad. It's just really light, real light scuff. This is ABS. You don't want to go crazy with that. From what I've read or seen on the internet. So yeah, that is, that's where I'm at. I've done this side. This was a low spot, low spot, low spot. And I started hitting these with some gray or some red scuff pad to get the material out. So this is where you can see this is a very low spot all in here. So I'm gonna scuff that out, get as much of that guide coat out of there as I can before putting the shit, there's so many chemicals and agents and things. I'm losing track of what I'm trying to think of. It's the glazing putty. Yes, not the Bondo. So this will get glazing putty, right? All these little dents and dings, this will all be glazing putty. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think all three of those colors are going to look badass with this triple bronze that I got going on here. This, man, let me see. I wonder if I got a light. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at this. That looks sick, dude. That looks amazing. It's all dusty. I have to clean it up. But yeah, I don't think I can go wrong with any one of those colors. Of course, the Midnight Purple 3 has like a bronze to it, but look at that. Look at that compliments. That's going to be a sick color. Sick color combination. That's the blue. Phantom Purple. I don't think you're really going to be able to see it. Maybe. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. Phantom Purple, purple and bronze. That's a sick combination. I don't know. I can't go wrong. I really can't. I think spraying the purple will probably be the hardest because it's most like black. So if I run the paint, it's going to show. It's going to show pretty bad. Right? But anyway, yeah. I block sanded this with the 180. I'm almost done with this whole entire side with the 180. Then I'll go down this side maybe tomorrow. Try to knock out these, you know, this side with 180. If we're off Monday, I hope we are. I'll need to hook up the battery, close up the sunroof, get that panel out, hit that. Hit the roof, get this done with the 180 as well. I don't think there's anything else major up here, so I might just do this with the 180 and depending upon what I find with the block sanding, go ahead and just knock it out with the 320 as well. But that's it. For those of you who don't know the car, this is a 1987 325 IS that is K-swapped. There is a group on Facebook that I'm a part of, K-swapped E30. So if you're interested in that, I'm in there dicking around. But yeah, that is the build. So there's the Midnight Purple 3, which you can't really see too well. You can't see all the colors. It's a dark color. It's a beautiful dark color. I mean, if you're a car person, you know what it is. I don't know. Who am I telling? But you can see where it kind of like cracked and whatnot. Now, I don't know if that was because of the heat or if I just didn't wait long enough for the sealer to shrink up. And then when I put the color on, I think it shrank, and that's what caused the wrinkles. That's what Tommy said happened, but who knows? I don't know. So, yeah. Show you the other side. All the Turbski stuff. Yep. Man, I put all those towels on there, and it still got shitty with dust. When you're sanding, man, that shit gets everywhere. So, all right. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Wish me luck, I guess. If you have an opinion, if you have a suggestion of what else I should do as far as technique or the process goes with the paint, let me know. If you want to express your feelings as to what color I should do, Midnight Purple 3, Phantom Purple, or Phantom Blue, let me know. Write it down in the comments. So I can just kind of see what you guys are thinking. All right, that's it. See you next time.